expenses. It's harder to promote the film, like you said before. I don't know what else. Like it's really like a lot of it is harder and more difficult because of like you being restricted by money because it's an independent film. So, and like compared to a large like budget film like that's backed by a studio, like you have access to lots. Like you could shoot exteriors easily, and if you can't shoot exteriors that are already built, you could have them built. For interiors, you could have them built in like a month, really quick, not even. You could get anything you want for the characters' rooms, like production design. You're not limited for editing. You're not limited for film, stock. You're not like as limited, but you're limited by the producers. In independent film, you're not limited by producers.
Do you see yourself in the future being like one of like the big Hollywood names? Like,
I would hope so.
or would you stay in like the independent?
I would stay in the independent, but the only problem with staying in the independent is that there's no money in it, and it always comes back to money, as unfortunate as that is. But, you know, guys gotta eat. And, you know, if I become one of the big names by, like, some odd, miraculous chance in like, the industry, then I could do more independent films, and I would be able to do, like, I'd be able to do, like, a studio film, just produce it, give the money, get the money back easily, and then direct and write my own independent films. But I'll still have access to a lot more resources because I'd have more money, and it all comes back to money, pretty much.
As producer on your film, as well as actor and writer.
Oh, well, I'm not an actor in it.
You're not an actor in it?
No.
I thought you were acting.
Oh, no, I do act. I do act. But I only act in other people's films because I feel it's kind of cheap to act in your own film. It may be kind of cheap.
And are you directing Suspicion?
Yes,
Okay, you
I
are.
am.
But you weren't for a while, right?
Not for a while, but there was a big controversy, and I learned that there's always going to be stuff like that. There's always going to be a problem. You just have to be prepared. And since I'm producing and directing, I found that it's the producer's job to differentiate between the people that are going to start problems and the people that are going to solve problems. And the people that I hired originally, not only to direct and produce, they weren't really solving any problems. They weren't really doing much work. And in the end, I just had to fire them. And that's what it came down to. That's what I did. And but like I definitely think that the director and producer, like, they play a big role, because especially in independent film, because the director and producer could be one person and therefore will have more creative power.
So essentially, Suspicion is all you. Not like, you know what I mean? Like it's all coming from you.
Oh yeah,
it's like,
yeah. Like the concept isn't from me, but like the idea that we could modernize it came out of me. It's sort of like my Disturbia. It's like Disturbia was a sort of like a remake or like a reawakening of Rear Window, and this is a reawakening of Shadow of a Doubt.
So what are your plans for the film? Like what do you see best possible scenario when you put the film out there?
I'm hoping that it will be seen by someone that's like involved in festivals. You know, maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't. Like, at least someone sees it. You know, it's all about, like, whether someone likes it or someone doesn't like it, it doesn't really make a difference. To me, what makes a difference is that I'm getting it made. I'm the one that wrote it. I'm the one that is directing it. And I'm hoping that through the way I do things that people will like it. And if they don't, then that's their own prerogative, because, you know, that's me as a director. That's the way I'm expressing the idea of the film.